group sets and the Shimano Sora group set, and the truth no one is going to tell you except me. Alright, thank you for coming back to Swan Auto, and yeah, this is another video on my Trek 1 Series 2015 model. But yeah, so basically, I guess this is a bit of a troll, but like it's not a complete Shimano Sora group set, but there are pieces from the Shimano Sora R3500 group set, and most of the pieces are from there. But the thing is, this bike is made partially from leftovers, so it's kind of like the BMW 1 Series. So you probably wouldn't know this if I didn't tell you, but the rear cassette is a SRAM PG950 1128. And I know what you're saying. You're like, 1128, that bike is so heavy. You want like a 32, and I'm like, and yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm just too lazy to upgrade it. But maybe I will upgrade it at some point. Who knows? But yeah, it's a SRAM PG950. And then the cranks are Vero cranks. You know, I mean, good stuff. FSA, Vero, it's good, but it's not a Sora crank, which I guess would be nicer. So that's kind of why this bike costs $900, because you know, you don't have like the full group set, which is funny. That's kind of what Trek's known for doing. They give you the full group set, which is honestly like pretty nice. But the truth about this group set is, unlike, you know, Dura-Ace or Ultegra, and I won't say 105 because I think 105 is a great group set to get if you're a noob, and I think it's pretty inexpensive to replace. But like Shimano Sora, this stuff is like so durable. Like I said, I don't have one of those like crescent sort of brushes where I clean out the cassette. This thing still runs. I still have the original chain. I've been riding this bike for 5 years. Like, this is such a durable group set. So when you're buying a more expensive group set, don't think you're getting like more like reliability and durability with it. What you're getting is you're getting a lighter product, because most of this stuff, you know, you're taking a very, very small like piece of machinery and you're trying to take out as much weight as you possibly can to shed like a few grams. And to the average person, if you want to get like fit, if you want to like get rid of your anxiety and like not have to take medication and like be able to exercise instead of doing that, you don't need to lose like 200 grams. You don't need to lose 500 grams. You don't need to do that. What you want is a reliable machine, and it's going to get you, you're going to get so fit on this. And let's pretend you get fit on this and you want to go to a Dura-Ace bike, or you want to go to an Ultegra bike. It's just going to feel so much, it's going to feel like feather light, it's going to feel great. And if you want to ride that only when it's nice or something, or you know, if you maintain your bike, you can like run it all year. But not everyone has the time to do that all the time. You know, I wish we all did. But what I'm saying is, like, you're the average person. You're not like a crazy, you know, bike geek like me or some of the other people on the internet maybe. You just want a reliable machine. You don't have to clean it after every ride. And if something does break, it's gonna be dirt cheap. It's gonna be dirt cheap. Like, I had to replace some shift cables on this, and they were very, very inexpensive. But the Dura-Ace ones, they were like significantly more expensive. I believe they were like triple the price. I'm sorry, don't quote me on that. I can't quite remember. That was a while ago. But my point is that just because you're buying something, and I can do a whole separate video on this if you guys want me to, just because you're buying something that says Dura-Ace or Ultegra, or you see the pros using it, and it's more expensive, it doesn't mean it's going to be a more durable or more reliable product. It's built for performance. Think of like, think McLaren, think of like this stuff. Like, those aren't cars you think of as, you know, reliable. They're performance cars. So that's what they're built for. They're built to be light, they're built to be fast, and they work amazing. It's just, for the average person, they're not going to really, the average person probably doesn't even maintain their bike at all. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but the average person that only rides like when they can. Like, they just want a machine where if you go to it, you take it outside, it's most likely going to run, you know? And it's going to be durable, and it's going to be so cheap. Like, if you're on a budget, it's so cheap to maintain this group set. It is great. But if I had to do it over again, well, I don't know if I'm saying that. If you can afford it, Shimano 105, actually, that's a really, really good group set, because you get 11 speeds, And yeah, like it's heavier than the Ultegra or the Durace, but it's so much more durable. It's a really durable 11 speed groove set, so that's arguably the one to get. But if you're on even more of a budget than that, if you want a bike for like less than $1,000, then you know a Sora Groupset's gonna be great. I mean, you know, you have Claris, but I mean, you know, it's kind of nice getting another speed. Like, if you're new to it, you're not gonna miss having like more gears. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I wish I had more gear. Like, just start out with something like that. Or if you have a little bit of extra money, then get a 105 group set, and then you'll have all the gears that you could possibly need, unless you're one of these people who's like, oh my gosh, I need the SRAM Eagle AX or Axis, whatever it is. That's 12 speed. And like, don't listen to all these hyped up guys that are like, 12 speed's the new standard and like market. Like, it's crazy. They're preaching to people who are buying $10,000 bicycles and are upgrading every year or two, which is crazy. I love bikes, and I think that's crazy. Like, why would you do that? And then that bike is going to be worth like nothing. So, I mean, buying a new bike like that would be a great experience, but it's something you want to do if you're going to keep the bike for a really long time. You're just going to like run it into the ground. You're going to keep it for, like, that's an awesome experience to buy a $10,000 bike new. But I just don't think it's something that you should do with like the way these guys are marketing it and as often as these people are doing. But I'm getting off of a tangent. But yeah, honestly, like, if you want a durable group set, you want a good one, there's nothing wrong with Sora. I mean, you know, for me, you know, I've gotten pretty fit and I've been riding this bike for 5 years, so I do want more speeds. But like, if you're just starting or something, like, Sora is going to be just fine for you. And you know, you might not know if you want to stick with the sport, so you know, it's good not to maybe invest a ton of money into it. But if you're pretty sure you're going to stick to the sport, and you really like it, and you really want a good group set, then 105 is going to be probably for you, Shimano 105. And you know, SRAM is cool. This has a SRAM cassette, but you know, they're marketing themselves as this premium brand, and they heavily sponsor all these events. If you go look at the Tore Down Under bikes, like, a lot of these bikes have SRAM components on them. And like I said, I've only used a SRAM cassette. I haven't had like an entire SRAM bike, but I honestly think the Shimano stuff works just fine. And yeah, Shimano Sora is very, very durable. It's going to work for you. You don't have to worry about maintaining it every single day like maybe a Durace bike. So yeah, if you're new, you're looking for a durable group set, good group set, go 9-speed Shimano Sora R3500. If you're really passionate about cycling, you really think you're going to stick with it, go 105 for sure. You get more gears, you get 11 speeds, most durable 11-speed group set you're going to get, in my opinion. But yeah, let me guys know what you think in the comments, if you agree or disagree, if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, if you want me to go over all these group sets as a whole and what I think of them and who I recommend them to. And thank you guys for being here, and always remember to stay vegan, and peace.